Hello, my dear family members. I hope all of you are preparing well for your upcoming Cognizant Digital Nurture 5.0 exam. And I hope you might have received or you will receive the exam link within very few days. So I hope you are preparing well. And as I have worked at Cognizant, so that's why I know what's good, what's better for you, and what's not to read, what not to study, and what to study, and where to give importance. I know everything. So just wait and watch this video till the end so that you can know about the recent questions they have asked for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and technical parts, and what are the most asked questions, and for like what are the number divisions for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and what's the weightage of those. And if you want to know about the resources, then also we have those. So please wait and watch this video till the end. Now let me tell you for the number division for HTML, CSS, JavaScript. It will be like, let's say there will be total 3 objectives, mainly from HTML 1, from CSS 1, from JS 1 objective. Now HTML and CSS have only, let's say, 2 marks, but if it has total 10 marks, then out of 10, JS like JS only itself have 5 marks. Okay, so you have to give importance to the JS part, and if you don't know even, then also it's fine. How to prepare? Just watch a video from YouTube regarding HTML, CSS, JavaScript basic. I know that you will be able to learn about the basic and you can solve the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and I am pretty much sure because I know what works for you. Okay, and now what are the most asked questions and what's the recent questions? Let me just share the questions one by one. Just before that, guys, if you have not subscribed this channel yet, please do subscribe and watch the playlist regarding any component that you want, and let me know which content you want more.
Hey, you ready for the future? Techno UF is here with premium prep materials, no need to fear. Cognizant, Accenture, TCS, and more. We'll get you ready, open up that door.
As I didn't get the full question, but I assume that questions after seeing the output. Okay, so this is the output of HTML, CSS, JavaScript code, and you have to write. So what's the task we have prepared? That is, there will be total 3 tasks. One is from HTML, second one is from CSS, and third one will be from JavaScript. So what I have assumed, the task, the objective you will get in your case, that is, create a form to input a target date. Okay, and there they can ask you to just include one ID. Let's say there is a label tag. Okay, there is a label tag, there is an input tag, so just include one ID is equal to something. This is the task you may get, but I'm assuming this is the task. Create a form to input a target date. Okay, now the second task is CSS, from CSS, and the task is style countdown boxes with padding and border radius. So this is the assumed task, but in your case you will get the task like this: add padding to countdown ID, like this 20 pixel x-axis, 20 pixel y-axis. Okay, so this way they can give you the task at CSS. Okay, now the task from JavaScript is reset when clicking on a reset button. Okay, so this type of task you will get in HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Now let me show the compiler, let me show the code so that it will be helpful for you. Now just before showing you the solutions, I want you to recommend the best prime materials of Cognizant, in which you will get all the recent SQL, HTML, CSS, JavaScript questions, communication assessment help, interview experience, also aptitude, mock test, interview experience are very crucial for you, because this is the matter which will help you to crack 6.5 LPA job. So please consider the materials. The link will be given in the description box or in the comment section. Please go through that, it will be helpful for you only. Okay, and Accenture is also going to hire within very few days, so please consider this, and TCS and also Delta X. In if any company you need, then please go through the topmain.is/technology.uf. It will be helpful for you. Now let me show the sample, solution. For HTML, all the lines, all the codes will be written, pre-populated for you. Now what you have to do, the task is very simple. Let's say in this case we have assumed this task. You have to create this form to create a target date button. Okay, target date. So you can start with a label which will include this enter target date and input field which will take the user input. Okay, just be sure that you are using date time local this type so that it will be populated like the same as shown in the figure. In the this is the input field. Okay, so this type of field should be there in your case as well. Now the button is a start button, a start countdown. You can implement the functionalities in JavaScript. Just wait. Okay, and nothing else you have to write. So only few lines of code you have to write, and I have written more than expected. What you have to do actually in the exam, they will ask you to include one ID inside one input tag. They will ask you to include one ID inside a button, this way, nothing else. Okay, now let me share the style.css and the task. So all the codes, all the lines are pre-populated. Now what you have to do, just add padding, add padding this way. Let's say the button is this and you have to add the padding 10 pixel and 20 pixel x and y axis horizontally and vertically respectively. Okay, nothing else. This is the task you will get. So I hope you understood. So as of now you got 50% of the total marks of HTML CSS JavaScript. Now let me share the JavaScript code and how much write you have to write. Let me share that. So up to this all the things are written for you. Okay, all the things are written for you. Now what you have to do, just you have to write the code to reset all the things, all the things. Let's say you have created one countdown. I'm giving some time here 18. Okay, now if I start the countdown 59 minutes 35 seconds, it will keep counting, but as soon as I click on reset, the full text, all the boxes will be having zeros as their values. Okay, if I click on reset, all things will be zero. I hope you understood. Now let me share that code. At first they have what they have done. At first they have written the logic to count the distance, and if the distance is less than 0, less than or equal to 0, they have created one alert button that the countdown is finished because you have entered the current time. So that's why the if you are using the current time, then countdown will be automatically end finished, right? And as soon as the countdown finished, all the buttons should be 0, all the boxes will be 0. I mean the hour box, the second box, the days box, all will be 0. Okay, just what you have to do, what you have to write the code from here to here. So let me share that what you have to do. At first take the access of reset button. So how to get that? We have seen that reset button has one ID that is called reset. Okay, we have to get the access of that ID. So document dot get element by ID reset dot, you have to add one event listener. If user clicking on that, then something should be happened. So add event listener, click, this is the event, and as soon as user click on this, then use this clear interval. This is the functions countdown interval. This is the variable at first they have initialized. Okay, we are just clearing that clear interval, and we are reinitializing the values of all the fields, like the days input. These fields has this ID days, hours, minutes, seconds, target date. All of these are IDs of corresponding fields. Okay, document dot get element by ID days, we are just pushing these values 0. Whatever the value was earlier, it will be now 0 as user is clicking on reset button. Okay, so hours also inner text will be 0. For minutes also the inner text will be 0. For seconds, for target date, all the values will be reinitialized to the initial value. Okay, I hope you understood. So this was a very basic task for you. Now the task could be different. Let's say they can ask you to write the code to dynamically update the seconds. So in that case, you had to write the code from here to here mainly. Okay, I think up to this you had to write the code up to this if the code, if they had asked something else. Okay, so this is the code. Still let me share once. That is, let's say you are writing some date which is later on, sorry, 15th of October, and starting the count. So in that case, all the fields are there, like 18 days, 23 hours left, 59 minutes, 59 seconds left. Now if I click on reset, all the buttons, all the fields will also be removed. It will be reinitialized to 0. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let me just inspect the code once. I mean, what happens as soon as we click on this? Let me just share that. Let's say I am setting the value 16th, sorry, October. Okay, and starting the count. Then you can see the values are 10 here, and hours 23, and minutes 59. All the values will be dynamically changing. Okay, you can see this is dynamically changing 59, 58, 57. If I click on reset, then all the values will be set to 0. I hope you understood now. So if you have still any confusion, then please let me know in the comment sections. I'll try to assist you there. Still, if you have any more queries, any help, then please DM me at insta handle instagram.com/techno.uf. I'll try to assist you there. Okay, and if you want to get the materials at like if you have any financial issue, also let me know in the inbox. Okay, I'll try to assist you there. And guys, if you want me to upload any more content, any other content, then please comment down, recommend me which content you want more. I'll make those contents. Okay, now let me share one important SQL questions they had asked recently. So you had these tables. One is called train table, one is called ticket table. Okay, and here the name of the person and source station and destination stations are provided, time provided. Okay, now here the prices are included of all the stations. Okay, now you have to write a SQL query to select the person who is going to Pune. Okay, who is going to Pune, and their source station is equal to something which is starting with M. Let me just repeat once. You have to select all the person who is going to Pune, whose destination station is Pune, and source station starting with M. Okay, and you have to include the price also. Okay, so this is the task, guys. Please give the answer in the comment section. This is a quick question for you, and the price is in the ticket table. Okay, I hope you can give the answer in the comment sections, because this is only helpful for you, not for me. Okay, so guys, this is enough for today's session, I think. Still, if you need anything anymore, then please comment down. Thank you for today's session.
Hey, you ready for the future? Techno UF is here with premium prep materials, no need to fear. Cognizant, Accenture, TCS, and more. We'll get you ready, open up that door.